Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna light my cigar here, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about spirituality. Because the word spiritual gets thrown around a lot, and I feel like it's lost a lot of its meaning. Some might say, if you're into the spiritual communities, or if you practice things like tarot card readings, or if you study astrology, that you're spiritual. And so I wanted to clear up what it really means to be spiritual. And what it really means is you're becoming the best version of yourself. If you look at a vibration chart and what are the levels of vibration, at the very top you have God consciousness, which is also authenticity. So authenticity is the highest vibration. So what it means to be spiritual is to be the most authentic version of yourself, not to do spiritual practices like the Buddha and become like the Buddha, or to become like Jesus, although they show you the path. Jesus did it best, showing you the path of being spiritual. And so Jesus wasn't the most Christian being, he was the most spiritual being. And religion does some of this too. So spirituality does not come with or without religion. All of the religious paths try to guide you towards becoming your best version of yourself. And I think it's great to have a mix and understand a little bit about each religion and what format that they're trying to bring you there with, and taking on what's best for you. So meditation, yoga, mindfulness, all of these practices, even going to the gym, help you become the most authentic version of yourself. And health is wealth. So mental health and physical health are extremely important when it comes to being spiritual. And the way this works is, the cleaner your vessel, the cleaner your mind and body, the more you'll download the highest version of yourself, your God. And even in the Bible that says your God a lot of times, because the way you believe in God and the way you connect to God is your own way. And to try to do it anyone else's way wouldn't be the most authentic either. So between you and your God, your highest self, that connection, you will download the most version of that. You will connect to the highest version of that by cleansing the body and cleansing the mind. And so all these Buddhist practices, even prayer in Western religion, is a way for you to contact that highest version of yourself. And for me, that version doesn't just talk in words to me. I get downloads of my highest self through synchronicities, through a feeling, emotion, and I'm usually following the feelings of excitement, joy, and passion, and love, calmness. These are the vibrations that my highest self speaks to me in. And the best way that I can conceive of what my highest self wants is through my imagination. So I'm imagining all the time what the best version of myself looks like, and how I can implement that version of myself here on Earth, and what my dreams look like, and how I can build those dreams, and how I can make those dreams come true. So I'm always manifesting my dreams through my imagination, and the imagination is the most underrated tool that you could use in order to build your dreams with, in order to have everything that you want in life. So everything started as a thought first, and then became reality. But it doesn't just come from nowhere, it comes from your imagination. Everything that was built here on planet Earth came from somebody's imagination first. So it starts with cleaning up your thoughts and using positive thoughts and using creative thoughts in order to build your dreams. And to see the most spiritual people walking on the earth today, you see the ones that are living in abundance and expressing their dreams through their art. For example, if you go to any show at Red Rocks, the headliner is living in their God consciousness, is living in their authenticity. And it shows because we receive that version. So when you download your highest self and you share it with the world, the gifts of abundance come from that, because we see them expressing their highest self, and we want to be that way. We want to be able to show off our art to where millions of people in the world receive us. And so my goal is to make my whole life look like a work of art, and every little thing that I do, try to do it well enough that it's a work of art, even if it's something small like cleaning a car. And sometimes I definitely don't do the best job of that. So I'm always working on becoming more detail oriented and refining my character to be the best version of myself as well. And sometimes you're on and sometimes you're not. And the more consistently that you're on, the more you're building your empire with every step that you take. So with every step that you take, you're either building your empire or you're destroying your empire. And so I try to do the best to make the best decisions towards my goals and my dreams. And where people fall short is when your emotions are low and you stop the progress and you stop building towards your dreams because you think, if I feel better, I'll do more. But really, you have to do more to be able to feel better. So it's a constant battle, and it gets easier and easier the more that you practice and the more that you keep yourself in higher emotions of gratitude, love, peace, and joy. And so that's why vibration is so important when it comes to manifesting, getting everything you want, and becoming the most spiritual version of yourself. And so vibration is something that's on my mind all the time. And it comes in my mind, in vibration, I mean your emotional state of being. So I'm not choosing states of anger and sadness, because that is your right to choose. You don't have to just be led by your emotions and let your emotions be your master. You can actually master your emotions. And I've done something with that practice all my life. And for a while I had no control until I really started working on mindfulness and meditation and yoga practices and just understanding this whole vibration game and the spiritual game and what God consciousness is, what authenticity really is, and trying to find true unconditional love for myself, which is the foundation of it all. So until you can truly accept yourself, the dark parts and the light parts, and really accept yourself as a whole being, as a soul, and an eternal soul living this human experience, and forgive yourself for all of your human flaws, you don't necessarily have that foundation of unconditional love. It's hard to build from there. It's hard to go, because right now, if you're in that place where you haven't found that unconditional love, you're still in survival, trying to get what you want, trying to get the love that you want. And you're not yet a lover and a creator, because you don't have that foundation, that overfilled cup of love that's spilling over, and you're still in lack. And so you gotta sort that out. You gotta start loving yourself and forgiving yourself, and know that you're supported by this universe unconditionally to go after whatever you want, to create whatever you want, and to be the sacrificer of your love and give it all away with no expectation of anything coming back in return, because one of the spiritual laws is what you give is what you get. So be a giver, be a creator, and be a lover. Have a great day.